Now, the district health officer of Bidar has initiated a drive to stop the menace of quacks in the district. Now, the question is, will this help put an end to the menace?
Last month, we had aired a report on the menace of quacks practicing illegally across Bidar district. They had opened clinics and named them Kolkata dispensaries. They are not qualified in any discipline of medicine. After we aired the report, the district in charge Minister Umashri spoke to the district health officer and directed him to take action. Yesterday, the Bidar DHO conducted a raid in Bhalki, a taluk headquarter, and booked cases against the quacks.
ಇವತ್ತು ಕಲ್ಕತ್ತಾ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ದಾಳಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಭಾಲ್ಕಿ ತಾಲೂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ವರದಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇದರ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಉಮಾಶ್ರೀ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡಿದರು. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ದಾಳಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಒಂದು 3-4 ಜನದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಕೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
It is alleged that these quacks, most of them in their 20s, have opened clinics in almost all villages in the district. They are said to have conducted operations in an open area without proper medical equipment. The DHO has booked 4 quacks in Bhalki and ordered their clinics to be closed. The residents hoped the drive was extended to all places in Bidar district.
ಈ ಕಲ್ಕತ್ತಾ ನಕಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು 10th PUC ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮುದ್ದು ಜನರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಖುನಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಏನು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಜೀವಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪಾಯ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು DHO ಏನು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಭಾಳ ಅದು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ. ಇನ್ನು ಪ್ರತಿ ಹಳ್ಳಿಯವ್ರದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಜನ ಓಡಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಕತ್ತಾ ನಕಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ತಕ್ಕ ಕರ್ಮ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ.
The DHO has done his part, but it is up to the law enforcing agencies to take action. If the police arrest and produce the quacks in court, the menace would certainly be curbed. Shivanand Hiremat, News9, Bidar.
Well, cheated of money and their crop farmers of Siriguppa Taluk in Bellary are faced with a hopeless situation, and inaction by law enforcement authorities has only compounded their misery.
Paddy cultivators in the Siriguppa Taluka of Bellary have been cheated of their money by buyers yet again. Hundreds of farmers who hand over their crop to buyers are now left penniless after the latter decided to abscond with their harvest. What is surprising is that this is not the first time that such an incident has occurred. It is for the umpteenth consecutive year that such an incident has come to light. The only difference is that this time the farmers have been cheated of a whopping 6 crore rupees.
ನಾವು ಯಾರೋ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾಪ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನೀವೇನು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳು ಏನೋ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮಂಗೆ ಚೀಟಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ನೆಲ್ಲಪ್ಪಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳು ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಗಮನ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೀವು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಾಲೂಕಿನಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಂಬಿಕೆನೇ ನಡೆಯೋದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಥರವಾಗಿ ಬಿಲ್ಗಳು ಹಾಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ, ವ್ಯಾಟ್ ಗೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾವುದಾಗಲಿ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಯಾಕೆ ಎಚ್ಚೆತ್ತುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥನೇ ಆಗವಲ್ದು.
Farmers have no other option but to hope that law enforcement authorities will bring the perpetrators to book and ensure that they are compensated. This seems highly unlikely as cops in Siriguppa have time and again failed to take action on such matters. This time too, the police has failed to make even a single arrest in the case. When we asked the cops, all they had to say was that a special team was being formed and that the offenders would be brought to book at the earliest.
ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಈಗ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಆರೋಪಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಕೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತನಿಖೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಬರೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
Cheated by buyers and disappointed by the cops, the farmers are in a hopeless situation. With banks pestering the farmers to return loans, will the cops be able to provide some respite for them in time? Baswaraj Harinahalli, News9, Bellary.
Now, the beautiful and famous hotels that we visit might not be what they look like. The food department officials got the shock of their lives when they conducted surprise raids in hotels in Belgavi. Here's a report.
Take a look at this yummy food being served to customers in this hotel. But do not judge them by just their look. The customers who are relishing the food have no idea what they and their children are actually eating. This is Hotel Milan, one of the famous restaurants in Belgaum. The hotel's exterior correctly proves the saying, "Do not judge a book by its cover." Now take a look at this. Yes, this is the real picture of the hotel. The unhygienic condition of the hotel came to light when the Food and Public Distribution Department of Belgaum conducted a surprise raid on the hotel. The condition of the hotel was such that it even shocked the officials.
ಅನ್ಹೈಜಿನಿಕ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವಾತಾವರಣ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಸುಣ್ಣ ಬಣ್ಣ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವರ್ಷಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ದಿನಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಇದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಶೋ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವಾತಾವರಣನ ನಾವು ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ವಾತಾವರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಡಿಗೆನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಜನರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಈ ಒಂದು ಒಳಗಿನ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಕಾಯಿಲೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಈಡಾಗ್ತಾರೆ.
Starting from the kitchen to the storeroom, all that the officials found was dirt. The utensils being used in the kitchen were dirty. Even the food used was not fresh and had been stored for days. Even the vegetarian and non-vegetarian food items were not kept separately.
What is this?
That's not it. Take a look at this. Yes, apart from the customers, the hotel also had other guests. Cockroaches crawl over the food items and other parts of the hotel storeroom. This is not the only hotel that was raided. The department has been conducting raids in almost all the famous hotels for the last 2 days. These sudden raids have not only scared hotel owners but also localites who visit these hotels. Though the officials took time to conduct the raids, they did realize that it's better late than never. Shrikant, News9, Belgaum.
Now they knew it was a wild animal but didn't know whether it was a tiger or a leopard. Now even as they were deciding, the wild animal pounced on them and injured many of them there. They still live in fear. Here's a report. People living on the border areas of Karnataka, Maharashtra are living in anxiety. Well, it is the threat of a wild animal that has made their life miserable. Villages of Kannuru and other villages surrounding this place are the ones in trouble. Generally, on the day following Kara Hunnime, villagers set out to hunt animals. This time, they themselves have been hunted, courtesy a wild animal. It all began when the villagers were deciding on whether the animal was a leopard or a tiger. As they were discussing, the animal pounced on them, injuring as many as 6 of them. Immediately after that, the animal ran into the sugarcane field. The injured were immediately shifted to a nearby hospital. As the news spread, owners of different sugarcane fields set tires ablaze around the fields the entire night. All of them kept awake, hoping to catch the animal. Forest officials too came and conducted a search, but nothing was found. Later, it was confirmed that there was no wild animal at all in the sugarcane fields. But the villagers still feel that a wild animal lurks somewhere in their village. Ashoki Adali, News9, Bijapur. Now, it's a major setback for the worldwide fight against illegal ivory trade. In yet another loss for the Kenyan government, one of the well-known giant tuskers was killed by poachers.
Elephant poaching on the rise in Kenya. Kenya's iconic Setau killed. Yes, once again, another giant tusker of Africa was killed by poachers in the Tsavo East National Park in Kenya. Setau, who was killed for its tusks, was 50 years old. He was the country's last surviving elephant with tusks so big that they almost touched the ground. Reportedly, the poachers had been trying to locate Setau for quite a long time. After a number of failed efforts, they traced him using GPS systems. His enormous tusks made him the top target of poachers. It is said that the poachers had shot at him around 8 times before, but each time they missed. This time the poachers were lucky. The Tsavo Trust paid tribute to the last surviving elephant of its kind. This magnificent elephant was widely known in Tsavo East National Park, where he was observed with awe by many thousands of Tsavo's visitors over the years. No longer will Tsavo and Kenya benefit from his mighty presence. Satao was shot dead by poisoned arrow on 30th May 2014. The arrow had entered his left flank and he stood no chance of survival. We spotted his carcass on the 2nd June, but to avoid any potential false alarms, we took pains to verify the carcass really was his. Today it is with enormous regret that we confirm there is no doubt that Satao is dead, killed by an ivory poacher's poisoned arrow to feed the seemingly insatiable demand for ivory in far-off countries. The demand for ivory is such that a kilo is sold for over $150. About 2,000 kgs of ivory was seized earlier this month. Even after repeated efforts by the government, they failed to save the elephant. But the Kenyan government has not lost hope and the fight against the illegal trade of elephant poaching continues. A News9 report.